this is part 2 of me reacting to the Mr. Beast talking about when he almost died. Sorry, I couldn't fit the video in one video I was planning on to, but my family called and I couldn't ignore my family for a video. I hope you guys understand. Family comes first. And this is gonna be part 2 of the video I already shot, but didn't get to finish. This is gonna be part 2. I don't know how many parts it's going to go into because I still have to answer my phone. Yeah, let's get into it.
Ingredients or any other junk. We all know the popular electrolyte drinks and they're packed with sugar.
Elements help you get in your element.
This is the version that's actually good for you. They didn't pay for that. Good, great way to support your health and fitness lifestyle, strength training, recovery, or keto diet. In fact, Element is the exclusive hydration partner to Team USA weightlifting and many Olympic athletes. So get your free Element sample pack. Element is your official go-to electrolyte drink. DrinkElement.com. You only cover the cost of shipping. The link is in the description. We love you guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Back to the program. Dude, your videos are getting... I was scrolling at your channel the other day. I'm like, this is... Bro. Disgusting.
For the reason, the link is not going to be in the description for you guys. If you want it, go to the video and check it out. But I don't get paid for any sponsors yet. So I just want to clear that up so I don't get people mad at me. So, yeah.
These are getting more views than the Super Bowl. Every video. Every single one.
And we're doing like 50 plus a video now.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then gaming and React are both doing 10 million a video.
This is what I need. Share my videos and make me get up there. I'm just kidding. But please, I would really appreciate it.
Yep. Well, we're going to do the top 10 languages, which that's a fun thing to talk about. So we started dubbing, you can overplay clips, I don't care, our videos in Espanol. And
so you hire a voice over actor to play your friend's voices.
Well, I hired some, we actually got some celebrities in Mexico.
Sick.
Yeah, that like play in some big movies. I didn't recognize any of them, but sometimes on our Spanish channel, people will be like, is that Jose from so-and-so?
Cool.
Yeah, so it adds a level. It's almost like if you did dubs here and you had like Tom Holland and people like that, your dubs, people are interesting, more interesting. So I'm paying like crazy money for these dubs, but it's like working so well.
Sick.
And so, yeah, we just launched it. The first month it did 50 million views and we didn't really have to promote it or anything. Yeah, and people are loving it. Like, the watch time's great, and the audience is good. And so my main channel is 60% American, and, like, whatever, the UK is, like, 10, 15%. But on my Espanol channel, it's 1% American. It's literally a whole new audience.
No way.
Yeah, and so these are people, like, I'm literally #1 trending in Mexico with videos that I uploaded 2 years ago.
It's so crazy because...
Nuts, dude.
Yeah.
When you know, just, like, observing the space, I always thought, whether it's my content, whether it's your content, we're putting so much time and effort into these videos, and yet at the end of the day, there's only a certain part of the world can understand them simply because of their language. And I always knew, I'm like, there's going to be one of us who's not that lazy and has the foresight to actually translate these to the specific language, and it's going to pay off dividends.
It's been huge because we're doing like 4 million views a video on all re-uploaded.
Guess the animal I'm thinking of. It starts with the letter L.
Sorry, guys. I'm not breaking my composure to click that button to skip the ad. So, TikTok, you got free promotion. Pay me. I do have TikTok. I have over 20,000 subscribers, followers on TikTok, and none of you guys
of these options come with
Like, I want to say 1% of you guys came
makes it easy
to
to
my
get covered
YouTube
and
channel,
do
so
life.
you guys are shocking a little bit.
videos.
So,
And I think like the Bear to Life videos.
back to the
Exactly,
video.
It's content
Sorry,
you've
guys.
you've already made.
Well, so now imagine that's Espanol. Now imagine if we're doing it in Russian, Hindi, Japanese, German, Portuguese, Indonesian.
Dude, you're gonna be the biggest star on the planet. Literally, you're gonna be the world's biggest digital star.
Yeah, because like America's not even YouTube's #1 audience. It's India. There's more people that watch YouTube on a monthly basis in India than in America, and like they don't even have a way to watch our videos. Like, so if I start doing my videos in Hindi and they're like top 3 languages, like that's literally like I'm actually reaching what I should be reaching in my videos.
Yeah. Do you think you're always gonna stay family friendly, clean content?
Personally, I don't mind. It's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'm selling my soul. Like, I mean, like just not cursing isn't really the end of the world.
Yeah, I feel you. You're also like I think who you are is that of like a friendly, fun guy.
Exactly.
You know, like you're not a degenerate like myself.
When it comes to gambling, yes, but
which, by the way, that surprised me.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, you're very
the guy
smart
who
with your
just
money.
throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
Living life, bro. Living life.
He's smart. He's competitive, and so a lot of that stuff ties into.
Yeah,
being
bro. He
a
came on the show. He
victorious
tried to fight me. I want you.
Mano y mano. What is your end game for YouTube? Like, where does it end, bro?
God.
So you run every country. You're like the ultimate. Are you out of your
He
mind,
just
dude?
loves.
You're the ultimate victor in every country. Like, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you see yourself getting out of the space anytime soon?
Never. I think YouTube's gonna grow even bigger. Like,
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at it, like 85% of the phones in the world run on Android, which has YouTube pre-installed, and Google obviously funnels people into YouTube. So I think in 10 years, YouTube's gonna be ginormous, and I just want to be the biggest YouTuber in the world in 10 years.
I'll be right beside you. Promise you that.
So it just
It's
comes
and
to it.
literally like put him in a different room, so he's out of control right now.
I think
He chewed on my shoes earlier.
Yeah, he's literally losing his shit, dude. And Danny's not here.
Yeah, I'm over here talking about my future on YouTube, and he's just like barking at the.
You know what I was thinking
can't
about?
leave him in the room.
Oh, hey, but by the way, I have a really cool story that I wanted to tell before the end of the podcast. Just remind me.
Sure. No, let's do it now.
Okay, cool. It's like, because I haven't done a podcast in a really long time, and something happened. I was like, oh, well, next time on a podcast, I want to talk about it.
Let's
Okay,
get it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
So let me hook you with this. Okay, it's a story about the time I almost died. Oh, now you're
I'm
interested.
hooked.
There we go. You're hooked as well.
I'm in.
Okay, so I gotta give it a little bit of context. So basically, we filmed the video like 8 hours away. This is a normal video. We finished at midnight. All the boys slept well. We don't drink. We don't do drugs. We're just normal.
Yeah, good
normal guys.
Good Carolina boys.
So good night's sleep. We start our drive home. It's a 8-hour drive with me and like 2 of my other friends. And so I mean, I'll get rid of the fluff, but like we're just listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with David Blaine. We're at the part where like Joe stabs him in the bicep. It's really, we're loving it.
Yep.
And I'm just listening, sitting there, and then my friend driving, which I don't even really want to name his name because I don't want to embarrass him.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he just says, "Can we pull over to a gas station? I don't feel too good." And I'm like looking at the road, and I turn and look to my left, and his head's just bobbling, and he's just like,
Wait, is he driving?
yeah, and down the highway, and he's just like dead.
What are you talking about?
Like his arm just went limp like that. He just said
Fell
that.
asleep.
The guy driving the car?
Yeah.
sleeping.
He gave you one warning, then fell asleep.
Wait, it wasn't even like a warning.
Not
He
even a warning,
He
just like,
just,
hey.
I don't feel so good. And then I look over and he's just like this.
Oh.
And so it's him driving. I'm just gonna call him Andrew because I don't want to put him on blast. And then my friend Tyler's sitting behind him. So I instantly am like, this fucker fell asleep. So I grab the wheel. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm just kind of like keeping the car going straight. And I just yell, "Wake the fuck up!" And I'm like yelling.
Yeah.
And he's not waking up. And a few seconds go by, and then Tyler in the back seat literally punches him in the head. His head just goes to silent. That's it.
Knocked him out. He was gonna wake up, and then he knocked him out cold.
What are you doing? You trying to wake up your friend?
Knock him out. Knock him out.
So we're just
hope he
like
wakes up.
screaming, "Wake up!" as we're going down the highway, and like his foot though is still on the gas, so we're like slowly going a little faster. Now we're going like 80 or 85,
Hell yeah.
and I'm
Now it's
just
getting
like
interesting.
exactly. And I have my hand on the steering wheel. I'm in the passenger seat, and this is a big car with like a console in the middle, so I'm like barely grabbing it. And I'm just like, Tyler, I don't think this fucker's gonna wake up. And so
Wait, how long has this been going on at this point?
like probably like 6 or 7 seconds. I mean, we're moving quick.
Okay.
He's like literally dead. And just like
Okay.
And so I was like, I gotta, in my head, I'm like, I gotta take his foot off the gas. But the problem is because there's a console and everything.
Of course.
To take it.
You have to move a 200-pound human.
Who's,
Well,
by the way, knocked
Yeah,
unconscious.
but not even that. It's like I can't touch his foot on the pedal without leaning below the wheel, and so I can't see the road. So I'm steering the car, but to take his foot off the gas, I have to put my head below the steering wheel so I can reach it. So I'm like driving, and I was just like, we can't go 100 miles an hour. There's cars everywhere. There's a fucking dude riding our ass, and I'm like, my fucking driver's dead. Can you just chill for 5 seconds?
Can you imagine being the car next to him, looking over and seeing Mr. Beast like bobbing down onto the steering wheel, and the guy in the back's punching the dude in the head? Like, what did I just see? Like, what?
I know. And so I just was like, I gotta slow this car down. So I just like, fuck it. And I just put my head below the wheel. I grabbed his foot and just threw it off the gas. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, we're still going straight. And then, I lean over, tap the brakes, look up. And I'm just doing that.
You're tapping the brakes with your hand?
Yeah, with my other hand.
Yeah. Smart.
How else?
It's the best play.
This is crazy.
I still have my seatbelt on. I can't reach over and unplug it. There's a console. It's like fucking choking me.
And homie's not waking up?
No, he's just dead. Like, literally, he's just...
Wait, is he like actually dead?
That's what I was going to ask.
You said he's literally dead so many times.
Let me keep going. It's the wildest thing. I've never thought this would ever happen in a million years. And so I just was like, fuck it. I got to get us off the road. You know how, like, on the side of the highway, there's those strips you hear? When you're, like...
Yeah.
So I just, like, I leaned over. I had my foot on the brake and slowly, like, pulled off. And I could hear the strip on the right tire.
You were driving the car based on...
The strip. The
on
sound.
Hearing
yeah, because I couldn't really see you. And then I heard it on the left wheels, and I was like, okay, we're off the fucking highway. I looked up to make sure, and I just slammed on the brakes. And we're off. We didn't hit a car. We're just on the side of the highway. And then, so I think everything's over. I literally, the second I let off the brake so I can put the car in park, which is like on my stomach in the console, he comes back to life. His heart starts beating again, which I'll explain what happened. And he just stomps on the gas. And I'm like sitting up, not with my hand on the brake anymore. Because he came back to life, because what he was doing was driving. He instantly started driving again. That was because it was just like...
So he floored it.
Yeah. And so like, literally, we're on the side of the highway. I instantly bent back over to touch the brake, but I was like, fuck, we could go right on the road, just get hit 70 miles an hour. So I just yoinked the wheel to the right, so we just slammed into a concrete wall, and that just stopped the car.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and then my head's like fucking bleeding, and I have marks everywhere. And Tyler just runs around and just rips him out of the car.
Yeah.
And then I lean up, put the car in park. And so to explain what happened to him is his heart just stopped beating. It just literally stopped beating. He has a rare condition.
No
super rare.
way.
So by all metrics,
That's
he's
crazy,
dead,
dude.
And there's a dead man driving the car.
So he actually was dead.
And then he came back,
Got it.
did it, and then his heart stopped beating again.
How does your boy in the backseat feel about punching a dead man?
Oh, dude, he was freaking out. Like,
Fuck him up!
The funny joke is, like, my friend Tyler thought we were gonna die. And once he realized the punch was come up.
He's dead!
No.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up!
Not only that, he was choking the motherfucker too.
Oh, God.
And like when that didn't work, he's like, yeah.
Drive the car!
No, he's from behind him just like that, yeah. Like what we're gonna see in WWE tonight hails to what Tyler did to the guy driving.
This poor guy, dude.
Damn.
So,
And he was so hell-bent on destruction when he came back to life, he's tried to kill him again. He's like...
Download the Domino's app today and become a piece of the pie.
Sorry, guys.
To earn points toward free pizza.
Fuck Mr.
Well,
Beast.
actually, there's a good ending between those two, because when his dad's a paramedic, and he was taught, like, if people pass out, put their legs above their heart. So when he pulled the guy out of the car, he lifted his legs above his heart, and then that caused the blood flow and caused his heart to start beating again.
Will he ever drive again? Because he probably shouldn't.
Well, he got, so after that, our car slammed in a wall. I'm just bleeding in the face, and then the guy, after Tyler put his legs above his heart, started beating again, and he goes, can someone hand me a water? And I just said, fuck your water. You almost
Killed us, dude.
and he doesn't know any of it, because he wasn't, literally, technically wasn't alive, and he's just like, why are we here? What's going on?
And the whole ordeal was probably what?
25 seconds.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy how quick all of the craziest shit can happen. Like the
Exactly.
real life fast thinking scenarios, and you did the right thing.
If Tyler was in the passenger seat, I think we would have died. Like, honest to God.
Bro, you didn't panic.
I don't know where. Well, actually, let me give you a second story. Which is weird as fuck. But when I was in Little League, my coach was driving me home. He stopped at his house to like go grab some stuff. I don't remember, because it was on the way to my house. And so he just gets out, darts inside. He forgets to put his car in park.
God.
And I'm 10 years old. I'm sitting in like the front seat, and the car just starts moving in his driveway, and I don't know what to do. I looked over, and I'm 10. I've never driven a car, and I know like one's gas, one's brake, but I'm like, if I accidentally, I want to stop the car, but if I accidentally press the gas, I'm thinking we're just going to go through the house and I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't do anything. And the car just hit the side of his house. And he was so mad. And I was traumatized for the longest time. I was like, Mom, I could have stopped it. And I just didn't know. And so when I saw him passed out, I was like, I'm not fucking up this time.
When you don't know what to do, don't do anything. So when you were 10, I'm not sure you did make the wrong decision. But you're 10 years old.
But I could have literally just reached over and touched the brake.
Or you could have accelerated through the entire house.
Yeah. Well, that's what
You're like gambling, Jimmy. Did you not like it when you were 10?
True. And so anyways, I got that flashback where the second I saw the dude pass out, I was like, not this time. I know what to do.
I won't make that mistake again.
Which Tyler didn't have that trauma when he was 10, so I don't think he would have acted the same way I did. Because I replayed that scenario so many times in my head when I was a little kid.
Are you about to cry?
Are you
I
crying
am.
right
It's
now?
weird. Whenever I yawn, I tear up. I fucking hate it. If this happens to you, please comment.
It's like a thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. I'm like,
I know.
He's
I
like
don't
when
like
I was 10.
the
The
trauma
car hit
from
the side of the house.
No,
My
here.
coach didn't start me.
Now I'm insecure about it. Let me-
No. Did this last one, because you were moving pretty fast, that had to be scary. Does that fuck with you at all? Does it change your outlook at all? Do you think a little bit differently after that, or
A little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like I didn't even hit 100 million subscribers. I don't want to die yet.
Facts.
Let me
Hit that subscribe button for me.
For like a few weeks, they couldn't find what was wrong with his heart, and then they were just doing tests. It was like the 5th time, and his heart just stopped in the middle of the test, and the thing went flat. And then they were like, oh. And they just did surgery.
oh wait, so they didn't know he had a.
Problem? No, the paramedics and
good.
everything were just like, there's nothing wrong with him. His like white blood cells, everything's normal.
So this accident actually led to the discovery of this heart.
Yeah, and he probably would have died. Yeah. And then
there you go. That's probably why it all happened.
maybe there you go. You know, they just had to almost kill me for us to find out. But then they just put a pacemaker, and now he's fine. If his heart stops, the pacemaker just kicks it back in.
Okay.
So
Cool. So
Somewhere-
drive that car. Get back behind the wheel,
I told him
baby.
he's not allowed to drive a non-Tesla for the rest of his life.
Somewhere Tyler's just waiting for that pacemaker to give out.
Oh, wait, actually,
I swear to
fuck.
God. He's like the second he drops, I'm gonna punch
Me
him.
and Tyler were joking because, like, if he didn't wake up, they would have thought it was attempted homicide because he's like fucking bruised on his head from us wailing, and it looks like we just jumped him on the road.
Can you imagine that headline? Mr. Beast is under arrest for vehicular manslaughter assault. I don't even know what it would be called.
People would just be confused why you beat up the driver.
Exactly. We're gonna be like the FBI or whatever is gonna be like.
It's
so
not funny,
why were you
just
guys punching
how
him?
they
Like,
saying
he
it.
just died. And it's like his blood level.
But you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh in
Like,
these situations.
And I'm like, officer,
Yeah.
you just died. I don't know how to explain it. And he's like, people don't just die. You clearly punched him.
Yeah. Did he see heaven or no?
He said he remembers saying, I don't feel so well, and then just blinked, and then he was on the ground on the road.
That's it?
Yeah.
No heaven.
He didn't remember anything in between.
Easy, champ.
What are you thinking?
He didn't go far enough. He was on his way to heaven. He got rocked in the back of the skull and took him back down to earth. He was on his way up and he just got clipped.
Oh, fantastic, dude.
We interrupt this program to bring you another
And again,
word from
I
our
don't-
incredible sponsor.
And
This episode is
I don't get
by
sponsored.
Blue
I
Chew.
don't.
Say it with
I
us.
don't
Blue
get
Chew.
paid, so I get
Blue
on
Chew's
top.
making waves and bringing
I
more
don't
confidence
get
to
paid.
by offering
But if
cheap
you
tablets
want
that can help make
to
a stronger,
go
longer,
get this
lasting
promo
erections.
codes for
Blue Chew is a unique
for
online service that
the
delivers the same
sponsors,
ingredients as Viagra
go to this
tablets, but in chewable
video
form, and it's at a fraction of the cost.
and follow me on
Blue Chew's
YouTube
tablets
and
help
follow me
manage
on
harder,
Instagram
stronger erections to combat all
because
forms of ED. Blue Chew is
just
an
because.
online
Just
prescription
a lot of
service, so
work.
no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in discreet packaging.
But again, you have to enjoy life. Remember that, guys. But listen to these guys for real. Because I learned so much.
So if you can benefit from some extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Here's a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Logan at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code Logan to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Back to the show.
Alright, Matt.
Damn, man. So almost dying, bro. That's crazy. You could have made a YouTube video out of that. Why'd you use it on our show?
I mean, I don't really know. Like, what channel would I do it on?
I don't know.
Exactly. I like literally right after it happened, I was like, next podcast, I'm telling this. And
Would you ever do like a super authentic behind the scenes.
That's what I was
Mr.
gonna
Beast
ask
type.
too. Yeah.
A little bit. The only downside is a lot of people copy my every move, and like I've spent 5 years building how we do everything, and like I've spent tens of millions of dollars fucking up so I can learn from it, and like hiring how we do things, and then for me to just show the thousands of creators coming from my neck exactly how I do everything would literally shoot them like
Not
three.
that.
Not how I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't give
But
away your IP.
everything we do behind the scenes is like
No,
cheat
bro.
codes.
But I want to see like.
Come to where we do it. Like any YouTuber I ever collab with, they always leave and they're like, "Oh, everything makes a million times more sense now. Like I know what I should do."
Oh, okay. Like it's cheat code.
Yeah, basically.
If you want to be a successful YouTuber.
I've literally been hiring and building systems for like the last 4 to 5 years now to like perfect how to like make a viral video. Like we have it down to a science.
Yeah.
So then like if you just see it, it's like, oh, now I know what to do, and it's easy to replicate it. Like figuring it out took forever.
Absolutely.
He told us about it a couple years ago when he was on the show for the first time.
Yeah.
He had it down to a science then.
Yeah.
My
How many
hands are-
subscribers was that back then?
My hands are getting sweaty,
Wasn't it like
X
60?
and I'm doing this all on my
Yeah,
phone too.
Just shy of 70.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
70 on the
That's
main,
why
20
I
on the
invest
max,
my.
and then
That's why I invest in this phone, so it's better camera for you guys.
A month total, right?
Well, we did that in March. This
iPhone 13 Pro Max.
What are you most excited about?
most excited about?
Yeah, right now.
I just YouTube. It's never
Really?
I mean, it's like weird because everyone always tells me eventually you'll get burned
Just
out, but it's just YouTube. That's what gets me up in the morning, and that's what I live
And
for.
it always has.
Always hasn't changed.
This is how I
Saying
feel.
The same thing over and over.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. And since I was 13,
I know I can make it big.
It just won't go away.
Bro,
I
this is-
know.
Let's go help
I
you
know I
customize
can make
and
it
save
big.
Liberty Mutual. Okay, who sat at my desk?
And I appreciate
Okay, so
every
I've
single one of
said
you
this,
guys
like,
too.
When you were doing those videos, definitely I was like,
I really do.
This guy's
This guy's a fucking idiot.
No, I was like, this guy's interesting. Like, but I'm mad at myself for not knowing that any person that was willing to put themselves through that type of mental distress could literally do whatever they wanted and is probably gonna like make
Facts.
it and figure it
Facts.
out. Yeah,
Really,
you're a
facts.
special one, bro.
Thank you.
But you're most excited about YouTube, but like any of your business stuff, like and even like I know you're big into crypto,
Yeah, crypto's been killing it, man.
especially for you.
Agreed. I mean, you've been doing pretty well as well.
Yeah. Well, I like the space. I remember you called me maybe like 8 months ago, and you're like, yeah. You go, yeah. Just put $1.5 million into Bitcoin. I'm pretty excited about it.
That's fucking yeah. I'll show you my portfolio after this, but so me and Logan both bought punks. You guys will probably see on his Twitter that he bought a bunch of crypto punks at the same time, right?
Yep.
Gary pulled us in
Yep.
that call.
Yep.
So have you ever told that story?
No.
Gary V, it's like fucking 11 p.m. Just out of nowhere, just calls me and he's like, yo, I got like 30 people to call, hop in. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, it'll be the best decision of your life. Just get in. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I just joined the call, and I just see like Logan, and I don't even know these other people. I don't want to put them on blast.
Every heavy hitter you can imagine who's worth $1 billion was on this one call, and Gary V is in the little corner, the little square. He's going, CryptoPunks. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the next Facebook. All of us were like, okay,
Everyone's
Gary.
judging. I'm texting Logan, and
He's
I'm like,
is
Gary
this
lost his
legit?
mind.
For all of us, we're like, yo, Gary's nuts. Yo, Gary was right again.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
we gotta keep the story going. So there's like all these like very successful people in this call, and Gary's just like, everyone shut the fuck up. Here's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna do it right now. You're all gonna buy a bunch of CryptoPunks. And we're all just like, he's like, who here owns one? And like one guy raised his hand, and it's because Gary bullied him into buying it the day before. And we're all just like, are you sure, Gary? And we're asking questions, and he's like, just buy it. I was just so pulled by his like conviction that I bought a bunch.
Wait.
Yeah, I bought quite a few.
How many?
I don't want to say, but
You have to say,
please.
bro. You have to.
I bought multiple ones. Yeah.
Well, bro, are you in double digits, Punks?
Double, just shy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
Cool, cool.
So
Yo, if you had,
all right, but-
He's imagine he just said 60. Zombies.
I bought like 8 of them, and they did pretty good.
and any zingers? Any like real special
Yeah,
ones?
I had some that like whatever 20-30x.
What's a
We bought a lot with like the cigarettes because I thought
Cool.
that was an interesting attribute, and those did pretty well.
what's another characteristic that, like, what's your rarest characteristic, Punk?
Well, I've already sold quite a few of them, so I don't.
What?
The
He's
minutes
on to
are
the next
expensive.
thing.
I bought a bunch of, so then I rolled the money into VeeFriends because Gary, same thing, called me. He's like, VeeFriends. I was like, I don't fucking know, but last time I made money, sure. And so I basically sold them all and moved the money into VeeFriends.
Can I ask you guys a question? When Gary does that call with all these billionaires and 8 months or a year later, everybody's like, Gary was right again.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he's right because of the call? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think about that a
like,
lot.
dude, he has all these
I think about
billionaire
that a
market
lot.
makers in the thing.
I think about
He
that a
makes the
lot.
call, makes the market. By the way, you look around at all the punk owners a year later, and you're like, damn, it's all the same motherfuckers that were on the call.
Because, bro, there's 10,000 punks, and there's only like 30 of us in the call. We can only own and do so much. There's still an entire market that's gonna happen regardless.
I can tell you, I don't think what, because that was all back like early February. Like things didn't pop off till later, and every like NFT project was popping off, not just punks.
I mean, make no mistake. Like having such influential people involved in projects, it can't hurt the ability for the project to
but like,
work. You know what I'm saying?
95% of those people didn't even mention it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never talked about publicly.
Right.
You into like NFTs in general or any other projects that you're excited about?
I mean, I'm mostly a Bitcoin holder, but you know, just it's fun. I literally just like once a month, I'm like, Gary, what NFT should I buy? And then I just buy what he tells me.
So Gary called me, and I'm a collector at heart, which is like why I like the space.
Oh, yeah.
I like just like
The Pokemon guy's a collector.
Exactly.
You saw that coming.
Exactly, dude. And so Gary called me, and we have these talks. Like we talk probably every other day at least.
Yeah.
And he called me like a month ago. He's like, Logan, I promise you, like I know you. You're a smart kid. If you play this right, like I know you can, like you do with Pokemon, the NFT industry, you can make $250 million.
Yeah.
And I go,
how do you not
I go,
like perk up?
How is this? But he's never wrong, right? So that's where I started.
Yeah.
And then, bro, the other day, I got the idea,
Yeah.
and I want to run it by you, not now, off the podcast, but I'm pretty sure I had the most revolutionary, monumental piece of IP in my head, and I've been I can't sleep for the past like
Interesting.
2
so
days.
like for making your own version of Punk?
No. Just a really, really special NFT project.
Interesting.
With.
All right, so that's it for this episode of Pulse.
No. I just think I just think there's so much like room for innovation and growth. And bro, obviously I value your mind. And like one thing we kind of do, but I don't think do well enough. And you've always been on this kick.
Yeah.
Is
I love how he gasses you up. It makes you feel so good.
No, but he's
It's
serious.
so fun.
is collaborative amplification. Like you're so
Listen,
good at that,
guys.
right? Just bro, on your walks. You do your hour walk a night, you go, I'll just scroll through my contacts and call someone, see how they're doing, pick their brain a little bit. Like
Exactly.
so
Facts.
much to be learned.
Yep.
And you're so good at that.
And the thing is, like, that's what's sad is because so many like small YouTubers, they see it as like, oh, I see this all the time. Like a guy with 1 million subscribers will learn something new and they'll be like, oh, I don't want to teach my friends. Like they'll compete with me. It's like, you dumbass motherfucker.
Facts.
You pulled less views in the last 3 years than like I know people have on a single video. Like you teaching him isn't gonna do anything. And so like they're so like caught up in like not sharing things and being secretive.
I'll share
like,
everything.
It's like
If
I don't know
it's
why,
gonna help you guys, I'm
but
gonna
I
share it.
am
You
a
feel me?
Hand talker. We'll
Yeah,
stop here.
I feel
But-
Okay, is that fun? So like,
Yeah.
imagine a world where it's
Wait.
here.
I'm not selfish,
Also,
so
yeah.
if it's
Wait,
gonna
did you
make
say also?
all this money,
Nah. Well, I wanted to use my.
He wants to
yeah, I'm gonna
demonstrate.
share
He
with
wants to
you guys.
demonstrate.
He's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, can you
I'm
talk
just
to
trying
me
to find the
about-
right
There we
words.
go. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, imagine a world where you have like 3 friends, and like when friend number 1 learns something, he teaches the other 2, and friend number 3 fucks up on a video and he teaches you guys, and you're all coming up together.
Yep.
Whereas if
That
you
sounds
separate,
like my
you have to
friends
fuck up
don't wanna
every
listen
single
to me,
time. You know,
and
it's
we
like
would
you
have
each
been
make
up
100 fuck ups,
together,
you're like
but-
300 fuck ups deep and learning.
Yep.
But if you're separate, you're only 100 deep.
How often
Facts.
are you asking for help? Because I realize this
Every day.
when you open the door to me for like hey, let's just like bounce things off. I definitely like took advantage of that, which I want. Like I don't
Exactly.
Rule
Rule
ask
number
for
1
help.
is you got to give more, or give at least what you take. And if you do that, people will always teach you stuff.
Say that one more
Facts.
time.
You got to give at least what you take from someone. Which, in the YouTube space, is pretty easy for me because I can just teach people anything, and then I just hope to learn one thing from them
So are you're just constantly asking questions
all
or
the time.
Really?
That's the only way you can ever stay on top is if you're constantly learning. If you're always learning, reinvesting every dollar, and basically working 10, 12 hours a day, like I just don't see a world where someone can compete with you.
a lot of people don't have that desire that to learn and then apply the information that has been learned.
Which is fine. I mean, like, some people do YouTube for fun. Some people do it just to pay off the mortgage of the house. Like, everyone has different goals. But if you really want to be the best in the goddamn world, it's like Michael Jordan says, you're not trying to get 1% better. You're trying to get 10,000% better. And if you do that every day, like, it adds up.
Facts.
We don't want to play the game. We want to change the way the game is
We
played.
want to dominate
Facts.
in a way,
Yeah.
in a non-arrogant way.
Yeah, I feel you. It's insane, bro. Are you most bullish about the digital space or some of maybe your more traditional investments, some of your business savvy type tech startup?
I just YouTube. I think it's the most surefire way. I mean, like, the business.
If you made it this far in the video, please share the video. Please share it with somebody who can use this knowledge, bro.
Even at the end of the day, like, attention is so just powerful. You know what I mean? And like, in a way, obviously,
Attention is powerful.
Exactly.
That's the thesis. 100%.
And so
100%.
if you can, like, really, like, just get big and just maintain it for a decade, like, it's terrifying.
Because if you could just get big and maintain it for a day.
Well, no, he's right. He's right. Yo,
So
I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of gotten privileged to be on this wave recently. Like, I love YouTube, right? But like, I kind of found something else that I love right now that I'm pursuing. But like, people are paying attention to me, and there's a lot you could do with it.
Exactly.
And if you make good products or content, whatever you're making, media, commentary, if you have decent opinions.
Yeah.
People listen.
Exactly.
People will stay interested in what you have to say.
Agreed. And that's the thing, like, it's not so cut and dry. Like, you don't just have to grind videos. Like, arguably, you have a better way of going about it from a mental sanity standpoint, because you don't have to, like, constantly be in the grind. Like,
like this, but do I? Because I haven't stopped drinking for the past 2 months. and
yeah, but
it's
some
your
people
fault.
would argue, that being able to drink every day for 2 months and also, still be relevant and do kind of what you want is kind of like the goal. Like, you can basically do what you want, and, like, as long as you're, still boxing.
You're describing a functioning alcoholic.
What time is it? And
You never even
Should I
stopped
call
from
somebody?
last night.
Mike goes legitimately for the first time in the car yesterday. He goes, I think you should check into rehab. That's what he said.
Well, no, I wasn't being serious. I just thought it was funny that
Sounded pretty
he always
serious.
gave me so much shit and like made fun of me so much.
He goes, I can't believe that I used to be a drug addict and now I'm watching my friend. It all happened to him right now.
that's funny.
But he's not.
I
No,
don't
he's
do
just
drugs.
he's just having way too much fun. You need to you pump the brakes soon. You'll pump the brakes soon.
Interesting.
Another word from our sponsors. Look, we're all adults here, and some of us choose to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day. Lucy Nicotine is a company that was created to help
Again,
users find a cleaner
all
option
these
to feel better
sponsors,
with
I
the
don't-
way they
I don't
consume
get paid,
nicotine.
so
Their latest product is
if you
slim
choose
nicotine
to use
pouches,
them,
which contain
you
pure
choose to
synthetic
use
nicotine
them.
and provide the same satisfaction that nicotine users expect
But
without
stay away from
any
drugs, kids.
tobacco at
Stay
all.
away from drugs.
Lucy Slim pouches use newest technology for synthesizing pure nicotine in the lab. None of the tobacco, all of the nicotine satisfaction. They include both coconut oil and gum base to provide a soft, fluffy texture that enhances the flavor and doesn't dry out your mouth. And they come in 3 strengths, 4, 8, and 12 milligrams with 3 exclusive and delicious flavors: spearmint, mango, and cool cider. It's 2021. Impulsive listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code Logan. Get 20% off your order of Lucy Slim pouches or any other Lucy products. That's lucy.co and use a promo code Logan at checkout. Also, I do have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains non-tobacco nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co, be sure to use a promo code Logan. Back to the program.
I want to ask you a question. How invested time-wise and how much like attention do you give to the business side of things?
Yeah.
Or because Reed's here.
Yeah.
Legend, Monster, and do you guys work, like, is he running like a lot of the business side of things and you're
Oh, it just depends what. You know
got
what I
it.
mean?
Like
It's-
the burgers, for example.
Yeah, it's usually he's doing a lot of the back end stuff. I just want to make decisions. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to go in there and study how people are working and figuring out a way to make things more efficient and stuff like that.
So you got a great team.
Yeah, exactly. Well, of course. I mean, at this point, we have like 5 different channels and multiple different companies. Like, I can't realistically spend hours every day on everything.
Can I outline the one piece of advice that you gave me that I have yet to actually apply to my
Oh,
life?
I'm curious. What was it?
Okay, but I don't know if it's like a secret IP. Okay.
Yeah.
You hired a shadow
Yeah.
way back when.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Basically,
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, if you want someone who can if you're a YouTuber and you need someone who can actually do a lot of the high level things, just pay someone to follow you around for 2 years and study everything you do. And after that, they'll be pretty good at doing stuff for you.
What's better than one Mr. Beast?
2.
An army.
2 Mr. Beasts.
Exactly.
So you hired someone. I found this fascinating because we were on a call one time and I'm like, bro, my bandwidth I'm out. Like I have nothing left to give. And you go, you know what you have to do? And this was the best decision of my life. You're like, a year ago, I hired someone to just literally just be my shadow, follow me around, learn everything I do, ask me questions, get in my mind. Mind you, this is whoever this person was. Is a smart person,
Very smart.
very capable, smart, you're not your average Joe, but still, he learned and adapted to the ways that technical, nuanced digital thinking, and he's able to make decisions for you, and you know they're going to be right.
Exactly.
He's able to be you behind the camera.
There's so much input. You kids, every decision we make is based on the thumbnail and title and content and even things knowing the factor that greater lighting at the beginning has higher retention. If a video's a little bit darker, it's lower, and re-engagements and stuff. There's thousands of inputs, and someone who you just train up isn't going to get them all. But if someone follows you around, they learn these 1,000 little things over the course of a year. So then their percentage of right decisions are so much more in line with yours because they pick up if I tried to teach someone something, I wouldn't think of all these dumb little things, but they just come up occasionally and you just learn them all the time.
So smart. Was there another key decision in your ability to manage that maybe you remember?
I mean, there's so many, man. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I guess so.
The biggest thing is when I started, I was 19, so I didn't really know much. But as I'm growing and I'm hanging around more entrepreneurial people, I'm learning a lot. And I'm learning it's not.
How old are you now? 23?
23, yeah. And last time we did this, I think I was 20. I wasn't even old enough to drink. Right? Yeah.
No, it couldn't have been that long ago. Probably 21, 22.
No, it was over 2 years ago.
What was this video? Over $1 million, 12 days of filming, and 700 SD cards went into our upcoming video. I can't wait to upload it.
Okay, so that video, I basically put 100 people in a circle, and the last one to leave got $500,000. It's just a big circle, and the circle shrunk every day.
How do you make sure these people stay healthy and not... this seems like a liability, dude. This seems
of course. If we were just dumb about it. So we have medics on standby. We have therapists, whatever they need, and people routinely checking in on them and stuff. And so
imagine you get PTSD from staying in Mr. Beast's circle too long. I was there for 74.
But the thing is, everyone walks away with money, and on top of that, they can literally leave whenever. And so it's there's nothing that will force them to go past their breaking point. You know what I mean?
Are you sure? Because sorry.
No, go.
When you did the one with the kids were touching the
money?
The brick of $1 million.
Yeah.
I know that humans could reach a level mentally.
It was only 39 hours.
Of standing?
Dude, 39 hours
being awake?
is not crazy.
They do that in SEER training for the SEALs.
These kids were getting delusional. They were becoming blobs of themselves.
I bet you if you ask people watching this, 99% of them would love to put their hand on $1 million for a chance of it.
I would.
It's a cool challenge to push yourself.
Comment if you would.
I would do it in a heartbeat. It's fun.
Do you think you'd win?
Would
you win ever? Do you know in the back of your mind? Do you know that I would win this?
I spent 50 hours buried alive. I counted to 100,000 for 40 hours straight. I've done so many dumb things. Yeah, I don't care, and I'm so competitive. I would die on that $1 million before I lost. I just don't care.
Would you consider entering yourself in one of these competitions?
Yeah, the only problem is I just don't want to win $1 million because then it looks like I'm stealing the money from.
Don't take the $1 million. But I guess that ruins the shtick.
Exactly.
You're gonna win.
I'm telling you, no one's beating me. And the other problem, which actually I probably will do it soon. I just gotta figure out how.
Vizzy, the first hard
Sorry,
seltzer with
I don't get paid
antioxidant
from
vitamin C.
the commercials yet. I'm not as big yet.
It's these videos are good because I'm narrating them, and I'm if I'm just stuck on it, then there goes most of the video.
I want you to narrate Planet Earth one day.
Narrate it?
Yeah. I think you could be a David Attenborough replacement when the time is right.
Interesting.
You imagine this guy telling you about the penguins.
The penguins.
We gave these penguins $10 million. They had to stand in this ice block for the next 40 years.
And what they don't know is there's 5 polar bears rapidly approaching.
There's 5 seals in surrounding waters.
And then they all get out, and I'm like, oh, these are just my friends. Fucking stupid penguins.
You have animals? You a dog owner?
I got one dog. I adopted her. We adopted every dog in an animal shelter, and then I ended up keeping one.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
that. Yeah.
Oh, very
What kind of
cute.
dog did you keep?
I honestly don't know
Just
much
like a
about
mutt?
the breed, but she was like very scared and terrified, and it's crazy seeing her a year later now, where she just is the nicest dog, and she loves playing with people. But when I first like got her, she would just like hide in corners. She was abandoned at a trailer park. She had like severe fungus and everything. She had a lot of.
You should have made one of those videos with it.
Oh, yeah, and get copyright claimed. I used that song as a meme like 5 years ago. They claimed the whole video, and it was like 1 second.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I mean now YouTube has it where you can cut it out, but back in the day, nothing was like. I did a video where I had everyone speaking of these videos, their hands on a Lamborghini.
Yep.
And I think someone sung a song or something, and it got played.
Oh yeah, we had an issue like that once on the show.
Yeah, but that video,
we sing
they
a melody.
claimed it at the store, and that video got like 90 million views, and I didn't make $1 off of it. I lost the Lamborghini, and I didn't make any money.
It's frustrating.
I know, that was brutal.
Are you happy with the current state of YouTube? Because the last time you came on this podcast, I believe you said something like, "Don't quote me."
I loved
think you
YouTube
said
back
something
then,
like,
and Logan's like,
"Fuck YouTube."
he's like, "Do you hate YouTube?" I was like, "Fuck YouTube," and I was like, just kidding, I love them.
Yeah.
And then the title's like, "I hate YouTube." Here, so this time you don't have to just make things up. I'll give you a title. The time Mr. Beast almost died. There you go.
By the way,
Banger.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Hey.
As soon as you started telling
I
that
just want to
story,
make sure.
I went, "This is it," and it took all the stress off trying to come up with a title. I'm like, "Yes." Caleb, we don't have to ideate for hours and go back and forth.
All the text
while I'm hungover in the
messages.
morning like this. Caleb, figure out a title, bro. I'm hungover.
Yeah. Low-key, that did trigger me a little bit because I love YouTube and I didn't want them to see it, not watch it, and think I hated
Bro,
it.
it's all clickbait.
Yeah, I know. I remember I called you like 2 days later. I was like, "Yo, can we think of a different title?" And then I forgot to follow up.
I do this with all my guests. If they're like, "Yo, I don't like that title." We did it with
Well, I guess I'm not privileged enough to get this experience.
We'll give you a title change whenever you
I'm
want.
kidding.
Whatever you
kidding.
goddamn
Whenever you
please.
want.
I think he just forgot. It was funny.
Oh, was I supposed to?
Yeah, I asked you. I literally called.
Oh, really?
I made a Creator Games battle royale with like people shooting balloons. I'm like running around filming, and then I saw you upload it. I was like, "Yo, I don't want YouTube to think I hate them."
And I didn't change
Yeah,
it.
and you're like, "Okay, well, what else do I do?" I was like, "I don't know, but I gotta go film." And then we just never talked about it again.
Oh fuck!
I'm
sorry.
doing this thing where I yawned. I'm not crying because of that.
I'm
It's just
sorry.
so annoying.
He's like, he didn't change the
You didn't
title.
change the fucking title.
Yo, why do you do all this? What's the reason? Is it sheer competitiveness?
You like YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there to do in life?
Well said.
I mean, like that's what gets
It's a
me up in the
very
morning,
good point.
and I love it. I mean, I
Facts.
just like.
But why though?
I have the
Why?
same
It's
drive,
literally,
man.
Like, why did I start doing it when I was 13? And from 13 to 16, I worked like 1,000 days in a row, didn't make a single dollar. I love it.
Can you pinpoint why?
I mean, fuck. I mean, if you push me, you can probably pull things out. It's literally just like, it's not like I have to like motivate myself or it's like this, it's just what I do. I just wake up and it just consumes me and I just can't stop. And I've never been able to stop. And if I stop, I get depressed.
What's the most satisfying part of
Facts.
the process for you? Is it a successful video? Is it the feedback from the audience? Is it being the best?
It's really everything. Like,
Okay.
it's like, I can't pin it to one thing. It's like being able to provide for my family, being able to employ my friends, being able to do crazy, cool stuff, having freedom, you know, the fame, the money, everything. Like,
All of it.
everything that, like, I like all points towards just being a better goddamn YouTuber. And, like, it just makes everything that I want better.
Damn, PewDiePie right now shaking in his boots.
He's kind of just, like, not trying super hard. I mean, I still enjoy the videos, but they're, you know, like, he's pretty checked out.
He also doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
He's
Which-
coasting.
He's
coasting.
But that's
Yeah.
exactly, and it's just still like I still say, and I think I said it last time on the podcast. Like anyone else in his position would be so arrogant, it'd go through their head. Like I still appreciate that he's humble and he's not just like trashing on people. Like if someone criticizes him, his initial response is that, "Hey, fuck you! I have 10 times your subscribers." You know what I mean? And that like I love about him.
Interesting. Have you met him in real life?
No. Well, I was gonna try to do something, but then COVID, and we're in like different countries.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Damn, so you're just in Vegas. You flew across the country just to gamble and watch WrestleMania.
Well, so I flew to LA to do a bunch of meetings,
Oh,
and then
okay.
on the way back, I stopped here for a charity tournament, and then Reed's like, "Oh, well, WWE's a few hours later."
Sorry, guys.
Fantastic.
My neck
What's
starting
next,
to
this
hurt.
next upcoming week in the life of Mr.
Oh
Beast?
boy. So let me think.
But I'm gonna
Next
finish
is
this
how
video
to
for you
get
guys.
dropped off on an island
Cause I
or
want you,
survive 100
I
hours.
want.
Wait.
Let me pause it. Hold on.
He
Okay.
just shakes his head. You don't
Actually,
like it.
100 hours?
Yeah.
With nothing.
The only reason I did this because I want people to realize what we honestly do, and I'm not big as Mr. Beast yet. I probably won't ever be, but trust me, I'll get there. But the only reason I'm doing this kind of stuff to reach out to other people and whoever have the same passion as me and just want to hang out and just want to make videos and make money from doing those videos, hit me up. Just hit me up. Because I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Like, I understand you have to buy for your family, but this is why I wanted to start YouTube in the first place, to pick people's brains and meet new people. I don't want to be one of those people working a 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with that. I respect you for doing your life and stuff like that. But I can't see myself behind this. I want to be out in the world, touching the world and making the world better, not for me, for the future generation, man. Because honestly, who wants to work a 9 to 5 and who wants to like be around negative people? Because honestly, most of the 9 to 5 jobs, you have buttholes of a boss and always ripping down your neck. And I understand why, because you always have to answer to somebody. And nothing wrong answering to somebody, but when people get so uptight, it's kind of hard, man. Like, this is why I wanted to start YouTube in the first place, because I know there's going to be a lot of haters and they're going to put me down, but I think if I surround myself with the people I want to be around in life, I'll be good. I'll make my life good. You feel me? But yeah, let's get back into the video. You know what? I could have done this a long time ago. I could have done a lot of YouTube stuff, and now I'm out of school, and now I can focus on more on my YouTube channels, because I do have 2, but my second channel has to wait. But this is my main channel. I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. But really, tell me one thing you pulled from this video when I'm done with it, because this is gonna be part 2. So let me know what you pulled from this video. Yeah.
I'll have the clothes. I think so. I'm gonna do what they do in Naked and Afraid. They bring a pan.
You choose 5 things or something?
Well, it's like a pan for like boiling the water, and I'm gonna bring sunscreen because I'm a bitch. And
it's fine. You should.
Yeah. Like, so that maybe like one other thing, but yeah.
Do you know how hard this is?
Yeah, I've been on islands a bunch.
Have you had? Did you have a lighter to start a fire? Jimmy, you're going with no food?
No food.
No water?
We picked one that has berries and coconuts. So
Oh, that helps a lot. The coconut. Yeah.
Wait, am I missing something? Did you try to do something?
Yeah. So I had a show called Logan Paul Versus, and one of the episodes, I'd go against the craziest fucking.
Where did that live?
On Comcast's Watchable.
No one saw it.
I know.
Can you re-upload those to YouTube?
No, and I'll tell you why. Concept great, right? Like me versus a fucking bear. Me try to like slackline across a canyon. Me in a demolition derby. Execution not so good, so I won't re-upload. But the concept was good. But anyways, this one episode, Logan Paul versus Wilderness, I did 48 hours on an island.
Okay.
Half the time you're gonna do. I remember sitting under this log at night, and I remember being the most miserable I've ever been in my life, Jimmy. When it's 3 a.m. and you can't sleep because all you hear are cicadas and animals that you didn't know existed, and creatures that are just like purring in the night, and you forgot to put mud on yourself, and there's mosquitoes eating you fucking alive, and you cannot sleep. You're gonna be like this alone on the island like this. Oh fuck! Maybe this was maybe this is the one you don't survive.
I'm gonna
Jimmy,
go.
maybe don't do this one.
I'm like, dang, I should have listened to Logan. That's what I'm gonna think about the whole time.
No, 100 hours? How you gonna start a fire?
Well, I don't know. I'm getting training. If I can't do it with the wood, I'll probably bring a flint and steel.
Okay. My next piece of advice: do not use flint.
Really?
Take matches.
Well, but matches are
You
for content. Flint and steel are better. That is cheating.
It's so hard, bro. Look at this kid. Look at his face, right? He is unshaken by any of the things. No, look, you're gonna get it done. I'm letting you know. You might be like, oh, this is hard. I remember being 3 hours. I'm not kidding, bro. I was striking flint for 3 hours. I go, this is not like the movies, dude. It's midnight on this island. I'm crying. I'm sweating. I'm hungry. I'm like,
yeah, but that's good content.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta be fucking miserable.
That's a long time.
Let's
bro.
go.
you gotta be miserable.
I have noticed a correlation between me being miserable in videos and them doing better. No, I'm serious. Like, solitary confinement, most of your video, you just destroyed the Orbeez video. It's probably gonna get like 200-300 million views.
Like you do.
Guess the animal I'm thinking of. It starts with the letter L.
TikTok sponsor me for free advertising. You know what I mean? Advertising, free advertising. You know what I mean?
I tend to take notice of the way home makes me feel. You deserve a home that reflects who you are and tells your story. And my goal is that these pieces will help you do just that.
Even in that video, dude, I didn't really feel, maybe a little bit. I didn't feel like too much true terror and like.
Because I try not to. Like,
and if you made it this far,
that was pretty brutal. Because they were just throwing alarm clocks
comment
in the middle of the night, and it's just like
Mr. Beast.
Gross.
Comment Mr. Beast or
really
Logan Paul.
Do you think there's gonna be a moment where you like almost break? Maybe it's his video.
I mean, I have quite a few, but you just
do so good of a job at hiding it.
Yeah, you just take a half a day off and then you're good.
He's a warrior.
A half a day. He goes, it takes 4 hours.
Yeah, just crank out like a season of anime in a night and then you're good.
Sometimes I will go lay down for 20 minutes and then I could go for the next year.
I mean, I just always try to think like if I was 100 looking back and I quit I'd regret it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just have a forward-thinking thing. Like I'm gonna live thousands upon thousands of days. Like if I just gotta suck it up for the next 24 hours, it's not the end of the world.
Do not ever fucking quit. That's the one thing you can never
Keep
ever
going,
take
always.
back, dude.
And I know if I do slow down and just ramp down for a few months for a break or something, it would never get back up. You just got to keep riding.
100%
Foot on the gas, baby.
YouTube don't like breaks. YouTube algorithm.
I'm more my personal opinion. No, on YouTube you could take breaks.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go a month without uploading the game.
Oh, really?
And it's still fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that real clout.
Yeah. Well, you just if you don't upload but you come back with a viral video, you're good.
That's my theory. That's why I'm not too interested in producing right now because I know I have 2 videos lined up. I think before the end of the year, zingers.
Yeah.
And as long as they're good.
You're good. No, it's literally that simple. I could not upload on the gaming channel for a year, and then if we come back with a banger, it'll get 10 million views.
My last question, because I know we have to break.
Why do we have to break? What do you?
He's got to go to do some shit. But if you said you could take breaks on YouTube, a company just last week announced that they're going to start offering cryogenic freezing, so you can actually start to cryogenically freeze people with the belief that a future society could,
of course,
bring them back. Would you cryogenically freeze yourself in the next year?
No, but dude, I get cancer, 3 days to live. Freeze me in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But no, I mean we're too young. Who the fuck cares?
The freezing thing's going to take a couple decades to develop.
Something like that. I don't want to be the test dummy. I want a few
let's get someone else to be
exactly. Let someone get frozen. Let's thaw them out in 10 years. Let's see that. Oh, they're just dead.
Bro.
And then improve, and then I'll do it.
Imagine 50 years from now, they thaw out the first human they froze. He just crumples to the ground like Mr. Beast's friend driving the car. And you're like,
fuck. Tyler comes back in anyways.
And they just have
Tyler comes in. He's ashes. Now's my chance. He's ashes.
Yo, Tyler's gonna laugh so
Dude,
hard.
that
at
dude
this
just
episode.
assaults all the dead people. Yo, but
We take Tyler to a cemetery, just starts grabbing graves, and he's like digging them up so he can beat up dead people. It's like, Tyler, chill.
It's almost over, guys.
Oh my god, that's
But thank you guys for watching if you made it this far.
maybe. I mean, now he's got a pacemaker.
That if you do that for a video,
If you could freeze
I
him-
cryogenically froze my friend.
I spent 24 hours in ice.
The issue with the freezing is it needs to be instantaneous to stop all of your vitals, but not kill you, right? So maybe when your boy's heart stops and he was gonna come back to life anyways, that's the chance.
Yeah. And so then in the future, they could just like do a heart transplant on his frozen body.
Absolutely.
500K full body. You could do a pet, I believe, for like 2 G's. A pet,
And we don't know if it works.
and then 80,000 for just the head.
No, I'm not doing that.
I don't know how you even pull that up. Like, cut my head off and freeze it. Like, how do you say that to a doctor? 80 G's.
I don't even want to think about that.
I
That makes
know.
me wheezy.
I
Just
know.
envision them cutting a dead person's head off and.
No, but I guess you're about to die, and they I don't fucking know, man.
It's all
They'll
complicated.
figure it out.
Look, we got to go do the obligations.
No, I'm having fun.
I know.
This is good.
I know, bro. I'm glad we got you on at least a little bit.
Yeah,
Bro,
how
it's
long did we go for?
Probably 55, 50.
Okay.
Fucked up thing about it is this will probably get more views than whatever you're about to do next, because Beast is on it. We should probably just keep rolling this. Say fuck the other thing.
You know, Mike, sometimes,
It's
believe it or
about-
not, it's not about the views.
Facts.
Tell him that. Tell him that. Tell him.
Wait, really? That's not the meaning of life? There are other things in life besides views on YouTube?
Absolutely not. Just kidding.
I was
Chase
about to
those,
say,
chase
I was
those
about to
views,
get out and
kids.
leave.
All right, guys, go unsubscribe to Mr. Beast channel. Thank you for watching
Do
this
not
episode
even
of
say
Impulsive.
Do not even say that. He got so. It's such a
What?
bad call to action.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Is there anything?
Yeah, do you have any other like pressing zingers that
Pressing
we should leave
No, I
on?
mean Mike's proving or showing proof that he's not a cloud
Yeah,
chaser.
yeah.
And then the time I almost died. I mean, those are the two big things.
It's been
Two
good.
pressing matters.
It's been
They're
good.
Eat
way
your
fun.
Beast Burgers, kids.
Yeah.
Get your Beast Burgers. They're delicious. We rated them. We rated them
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
night
touch
shift.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
No problem.
Jimmy, it's always a pleasure. Yeah, we're probably gonna hang out tonight. Let's do something.
No, I'm putting them on blast here. Please, let's play out. Come on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to hang out with you, bro.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Let's go gamble, guys. Thanks for listening to this episode of Impulsive. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.
And thank you guys for watching this video, part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hate you, George, for not coming.
Yeah, facts.